come take a walk with me and let's just talk about this thing. I've been listening to just a number of videos, and when I say listening to videos, just filling my spirit, accordingly, listening to whatever it is, worship, whatever I'm led to. And I was just listening to one, and this testimony that was shared, and it blew my mind because I experienced the exact testimony, just in a different form of prayer, I guess, or what I was asking for. And just in this moment, it made me realize and just say, wow, God literally hears us. I mean, He literally hears us. Those willful prayers, those prayers in which He's calling us to communicate with Him, those ones that He's been waiting for you to open your mouth and speak. And in His testimony, I remember years ago, we were going through just some crazy life changes. And we were waiting to get into a place. And this particular day, I was going to Bible study, and I was going by myself. And I'm driving. It was about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm upset. And I'm mad with God. And I'm just like, God, I'm tired of asking people for prayers. I feel like everybody just mimicking my prayers and making fun of them and poking at them and laughing at me. And I said, God, I don't even, really think you've been hearing my prayers. And I said, the next time somebody says, do you need a prayer request? I said, I'm just going to say I need a miracle. And you tell them what to say. You tell them what falls up under that terminology of miracle. So I get to Bible study, and I remember distinctly, unusual, let me say, the pastor there at this particular worship ministry we were going to, he just kept looking at me during the Bible study. And I'm thinking, why he keep looking this way? I know he not trying to preach to me, even though the word was hitting toward me. And I'm like, why he keep looking over here? Why he keep looking over here? And go through everything. We went through the worship service, the Bible study. And at the end, there's those prayer requests. And he says, anyone needs prayer? Now, I wanted to say it. I wanted to say, yeah, I need prayer. But I said, you know what? I'm not saying anything. I'm upset. The whole Bible study just steaming. I'm not asking for nothing. And so another lady, she raises her hand or whatever you want to say. And she says, yeah, can you pray for my job? And I remember the pastor praying about her job. And he looks around the room. We're in this very small room. And he says, anybody else? And he looks back at me. And he says, Latoya, isn't it? And I'm like, well, yeah. Again, I'm just doing. But at this moment, my heart jumps because I'm like, why is he calling my name? And then he says, the Lord says you need a miracle. And he begins to pray everything under that miracle that I had been thinking, feeling, and asking God for. And it took everything in me not to flip chairs just because of the supernatural whoa. But in that moment, I knew. God was like, I heard you. I heard you. I heard your cries. I heard what you need. I heard you needed a miracle. And I know how you feel, and I know how you felt. And I say this to say to you, be encouraged. God knows how you feel. He knows what's going on. He knows these things. He knows what your prayers are what you're asking in these prayers, those supplications. He's going to respond accordingly. He's going to respond accordingly. And it just blew my mind how rapidly till now when I have the moments and God reminds me, remember. Listen, that's all I got for you today. That's all I wanted to share. That's all I needed you to know is be encouraged and know that those willful prayers, those prayers that God has His ear to, He will respond to. Just be patient with God. I love you with the love of the Lord. He loves you 10,000 times more. You know how you know because He reminds you every day. Listen, be blessed.